Hey everybody, Joe Pizar here, Certified Financial Planner with Washington Family Wealth here in Washington, Pennsylvania, here with your November update for the Financial Calendar Series. We're quickly approaching the end of the year and wanted to make sure I got this out in a timely manner so we can have some time to check in on what we need to as we approach the busy holiday season. So first things first, I would encourage everybody, just double check your budget. I know I've been harping on this all year, but we have experienced more inflation recently in the past few years post-COVID than we've had in a significant amount of time. So for those that are, my age in their 40s and under, this is the first time we've experienced this amount of inflation in our adult lives. So it's just very important to make sure that you're, one, knowing what you're spending, that you're getting the best price for your goods and services that you're buying, and just planning that out. We are going to have a shorter holiday season, so your turnaround time from Thanksgiving to your holiday and Christmas and all that is going to be a little bit tighter this year. So just being ahead of that, trying to get ahead of any purchases you need to do, especially if they're larger ones, is definitely prudent. In addition to that, rebalancing portfolios is important. So what we talk about with rebalancing is markets flow every day, right? So over a course of time, some securities are going to go up, some are going to go down, and we want to essentially sell things when they're high and buy them when they're low, right? So by rebalancing systematically, we kind of take the guesswork out of that. If you have portfolios managed by us, we're going to be doing those rebalances here soon. But if you have accounts that you manage or are currently in a 401k plan, something like that, important to check in and make sure that we get a rebalance done at least once a year to make sure that those are being kept within the ballpark of where you wanted them to be, right? If one security outpaces the rest of them, then you have more of that over time and then could potentially give you more risk, right? Or less, depending on which way things go. With that being said as well, I believe it's a good time of year to just do a gut check on your risk. And we did experience a couple pieces of volatility this year, earlier in the year. And I know it seems like a long time ago, but we did experience a little bit of volatility, as well as recently we've seen some little bumps in the market. So just checking in, and if you are uncomfortable with the level of volatility that you're seeing on your portfolio, let's have that conversation and get you somewhere where you can feel more comfortable, or just make sure that you're understanding, hey, why is this account moving around the way it is? So we take a lot of pride in trying to match our clients' portfolios to their goals, as well as keep them in something that they can emotionally deal with. So please have that conversation, and we're happy to talk through that if you're needing that. So next, I think it's very important to start considering, and I know we've harped on this as well, but consider any year-end tax strategies. So some things need to happen by 12/31. In particular, I'm talking about Roth conversions, where you take a piece of your IRA, pay the federal taxes on it, and turn it into a Roth, essentially. Very useful strategy, and a lot more people are taking advantage of that now. And now that we have some clarity in the tax code, as we mentioned in some of the previous videos, that gives us a little bit better opportunity to plan. So if you're thinking about a Roth conversion and we haven't talked about it, let's make sure we get that taken care of, because that needs to happen but by a certain date. So if we're going to take advantage of that, we have to make it so. Next is tax loss harvesting. So if you have non-qualified assets, that could be a stock held in a brokerage account, a bond held in a brokerage account, a piece of property, and a piece of a business. Anything that's not an IRA is considered non-qualified assets. So if we were looking at selling any of those assets and typically people will sell them long-term, so they've owned it more than a year, and harvest that loss, so to speak. Now they might look to buy similar securities or positions further down the road. There are some rules with that when it comes to securities, but if we do want to harvest tax loss, we need to be considering that now so we can make that effective by 12/31. So in addition to that, year-end charitable giving, a lot of folks take advantage of the qualified charitable deduction, so a QCD, where you are over 70 and a half, you give directly from your IRA, and that helps satisfy your required distribution. Others give directly. Important to consider as well, things are going to be changing next year. There are some new rules. So if you give charitably, very important to consider how you give, which way you give, and what's most effective for you, the taxpayer, and for the charity that you're supporting, not necessarily in that order. So if you need to talk through that, that's what we're here for. And we certainly want to make everybody's gifts as impactful as they can be. And we've had a lot of folks reaching out to give charitably, and because of some of the things going on with funding of SNAP benefits, et cetera. So, but as we go through the fall season, I know a lot of people give to various causes, their faith communities, et cetera. Let's make sure that we're doing the most with those gifts, and we're certainly here to help talk through that with you. So I did want to keep this short and sweet, and certainly we are here to support you as we round out the year as your certified financial planner and family practice here. But anyway, we hope everybody has a wonderful season. We're very thankful to finish our first year here in Washington. Although I've been in practice about 20 years, this was our first endeavor at Washington Family Wealth, and we're very thankful to all of you that support the practice, whether as a client, a vendor, peer, or what have you. So we certainly appreciate you, and thanks. Hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving holiday.